Alright, today we are going to fix this floppy shoulder joint. And it's not so bad until he's got, up here it's not bad. But you get back down here and he can't do a whole lot. Right? So we're just going to tighten this all up real easy. And before we get into that, if you could please like and subscribe to my channel. It's one simple click for you guys, but it is a world of difference for me, and it would mean a lot. So please give it a click. I would be most appreciative. Alright, I'm going to show you my hobby screw set. I think I just got this from Walmart. So nothing too complicated, just a small bunch of tips. The little tiny eyeglass ones, I have a hard time turning and getting any leverage in if the screw is tight. And so with a little bit more of a handle, I have a little more success not stripping out the screw. So what I always try to do first is let's minimize as much crap as we can to get into what we're trying to achieve. So we've got one screw, two screws, three screws. I'm going to try to do this without taking the leg off. Anytime you try to pop off a ball joint, you're just going to wear it down a little bit more every time. So let's just try to do this without it, but we'll see. Undo that side. Undo this side. Alright. You notice I'm trying not to take them all the way out. I try to leave all the screws in the part so I can take it all apart and I don't have screws jumping everywhere. It's always my goal. Yep, it's just a mushroom peg. Cool. Well, we can fix that, huh? We just have to give a little bit more friction in there, which is totally doable. And here's what I do. I have just a thick adhesive super glue, right? And the thing with super glue is it works if everything's held still. It becomes, you glue your fingers together pretty well instantly. But if something is in motion, it just kind of makes a shell, but it doesn't glue things in place. So what we're going to do, put a little glue in there, and we're just going to run circles around it, and then let it sit, and then we'll come back, see what we got. All right. So again, just take your time. I use a toothpick, so I've got this anciently old super glue that I use. I just get a little glob, like so, and it is the thick stuff, so it is kind of gloppy. And then I'll just kind of stick it on like that, and then we'll just put this side in and this side in, and we'll just rotate, keep everything tight, and like so. And I think that's already helped. Oh yeah. So simple fix. Alright, and now I'm just going to let this dude lay underneath my fan and dry for a while. Alright, so while we have one shoulder drying, I'm going to do the other side and show you there is a little bit of a difference. We can't easily take this apart because of the pin for the bucket, right, for the bulldozer. We could push that pin through, but that's such a pain, right? We don't want to do that. So I've just kind of opened this up as much as I can. I'll go ahead and get that screw to come out. Move him out of the way. And what I'm going to try to do is just get a little touch of glue down into that recess of that mushroom peg. Alright, so we're just going to get another little glob of glue onto the toothpick. Stuff is so thick. That's all we need. Alright, now say ah. Alright. I think that went where it was supposed to. We'll find out, huh? Alright. And now I'm just going to continue holding this tight and spinning until we feel it starting to tighten up. And then just put on like a 10-minute video or something and just keep everything moving until you feel it starting to tighten into place. Alright, let's get him back together and see what we got, huh? So this is the side. I'm going to grab the side that I don't have the screws stuck into first, and we'll go ahead and seat him in there like so. Now this top one, like I said, I already have the screws kind of in place so they don't go dancing everywhere. We'll set that on top. Get everything all lined up. And we'll just start slowly screwing him together, huh? Let's start with this one. It's the easiest one to reach. Let's do a little bit. Get these guys to communicate. It's hard to navigate this leg, but this ball joint is so big I don't want to risk any kind of like stretching or anything that's gonna weaken his legs, so I'm just trying to work around it the best I can. Like, this is like a bad stretch for a screwdriver, but skinny enough that I can get it down in there. There's that one. Let's seat this guy. You don't want to over tighten, just get it snug. You know, don't muscle it, because then you're just fatiguing the plastic. We've already tightened it by adding, you know, that whatever, like thousandth of an inch or less, you know, like super glue, so it's already tight. So don't, you know, just snug it up, see what we got. That's much better. Much better. We'll go ahead and assemble him back together, like as if we were to put him onto Devastator. That and that, and we got this arm goes on this side, right? So put his fist back on. So now we've got all the extra weight. Let's see if it'll. Yeah, it's better. I could go, if I wanted to be picky, I could put another drop of glue in there and repeat the process. But his arm is going to hold out now. See, he can hold the whole gun completely straight. You know, so I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it at that point. So this side, I already assembled. since all I could do was put the little dab in and work him down, this one actually I tightened more than I wanted it to be tightened, because you can hear. But this dude is solid now. So, you know, I went too far with that little glob on this one. Not quite far enough on this one, but that's what I'm saying. A little bit, go a little, every little bit. You know, start small and don't go too far. Like this one, it couldn't have gotten much tighter, and you'd probably start screwing up the hinge and the plastic, and it end up wearing itself out. So there you go. Shoulders fixed. All right, moment of truth. Let's see what we got here. Hey, it stays. Yes. Now, I don't understand why robots are always right-handed, but it always seems like they're right-handed. So anyway, here's this side. Like this gives more before the shoulder does. So this one did get tight. This one's tighter than I'd wanted to get, but still, good deal. This one's a little loose still, but you still have to bump it to get his arm to come down. So I'm happy. So there you go. Like I said, just take your time, and you will get rewarded for your patience. So there you go. A happy, tight-shouldered Devastator. All right. Stay good to one another. Have fun. Keep collecting. And until I see you again, peace.